Well, believe me, in healthcare, a lot of the reasons the costs are so high is because of the government regulations that tell us how to do it. And I don't have a perfect answer for your worry because I frankly don't know all the answers. But I know where I want to go with it, and I know what direction that we need to go in it, and I'm going to work to try to do the best I can at it. I mean, it's a difficult question, and like I say, when I take care of patients, you see a patient, you don't know the answer right away when they come in to see you in the office. But I know how to find answers. I get a consultant on board. I do some tests. I figure it out. You know what I mean? I know how to solve problems. I do it every day, and I know where my values lie. I'm going to work toward that value. What I can accomplish there, I hope I'll get a lot accomplished because I'm hoping there'll be 40 or 50 conservative freshmen there with me, so that we can, drag, Congress toward a conservative values and a conservative direction. So that's what I'm striving for. Yes.
To really cut government spending, you've got to go in there. You've got to go in there with an axe, not a scalpel.
Chainsaw.
Yeah. Have you thought of any programs have you got any in mind that you want to cut? Because you look at the Department of Energy, it costs us over $100 billion a year. Sole purpose from the 1970s was to reduce our foreign dependence on oil. How well has that worked?
Yeah.
What do we need it for? You could probably cut 90% of that. The Department of Education on the federal level is totally useless. Now, if you and the young guns can go in there and have a plan and just get rid of this, dismantle it, do it over 3 years or something so these people don't feel like it's just gone, but they're not serving any purpose.
Well, my goal in this term here is to cut funding in as many areas that we can cut funding. Because with the Democratic president, and if we can control the House, that's going to be the key. If we can get the House, then we can control funding and eliminate the funding of as many things as we can. Because we have to cut spending, and that's the key. We can't raise taxes to the level that they're spending because there's not that much money to be had. We have to cut spending, and the two departments that you mentioned are prime examples of departments that don't do their job as they are purported to do. And I think a federal hiring freeze would be a good idea. You know what I mean? They keep hiring people everywhere, and it's hard to say which. I've always said, people ask me, well, what department would you spend more money on? And the only one thing I can think of is the Border Patrol.
I was making calls for Frank Foster on time. And as we were making calls for Frank signs, we also were pushing your sign, Howard sign, Rick Snyder sign. Many people who have not heard of any of you other than on their doors. But I can't tell you how many that I reached that it was the day after that ad came out on social security. They said, we're not for them anymore after that ad. And I explained it, and I said, give me a sign. If one said, is he pro-life? I said, well, I believe he is. They have 5 children. She said, give me a sign.
Well,
my question is, I know you don't respond to negative ads, but maybe in this case you should get it out what you're...
Absolutely. And actually, I was in Lansing Saturday, where I did some taping of the ads that we're going to be running. So that's in the works. But the amount of ads that we run will depend on how much money we raise. And that's what I'm vigorously trying to do now, is to hopefully start some advertising here probably around the 1st of October and then run toward the end. I don't want to run out of it. It's better to do it at the end so we see how much